my great pleasure, particularly Barsavan, Kesavji and Harsvardhan, brother Harsvardhan Sethji, to invite me for Rohit Lodge of Gujarat. I visited once to that lodge in Ahmedabad, and I am really glad and convey my gratitude to you all, the people who are in the platform and coordinating all this program. So let us start with the Guru Vandana, because we are going to discuss something higher things, particularly of higher beings. So let us observe a silence for a moment, then start with Guru Vandana short. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Tasmai Shri Guruve, Tasmai Shri Guruve. मेरा हिंदी इतना अच्छा नहीं, जो हम थोड़ी समय के लिए बनारस में था, तो इसलिए कुछ बोल सक रहे हैं, लेकिन आई विल मोस्टली speak in which is my better speaking language, that is English. So we are going to discuss something higher, which was given to me to discuss. So we will discuss and think and move together. There is if we move together, then we can reach certain point. The hidden role of the masters of the Theosophical Society. So what is the hidden role? Some being, they have the powers so that they are doing something which is hidden, and they belong to Theosophical Society, masters. So we will discuss another 40-45 minutes, then we will have interaction, or you can questions if it is possible on my part. I will try to satisfy you. Who are those masters? Main question. Then how they became the masters, Mahatma Lok? What works they have been doing? Are they so powerful they can do and undo anything they like? So we will get answer by going through different points which I have mentioned, which I will mention to you. First point, when a human being reached at a particular level of perfection, they become eligible for certain line to proceed. So there are 7 lines for them, 7 ways for them, because they reached at a particular level, perfection level. So they now choose according to the divine plan, according to the divine necessity. So they will choose. So they, being the perfect human being, they are at their liberty, they can move. One is is dharmakaya vesture. That is one kind of body, they will use it. So, some perfect human being, they will choose that vesture, that is known as dharmakaya. Then another is sambhavakaya. Sambhavakaya means they will once they will eligible to come to earth or to planet to guide the humanity. And Lord Gautam Buddha now using that sambhavakaya vesture. Vesture means sharir, body. Then third is nirmanakaya. Nirmanakaya is divided into 5 types of ways, 5 types of vesture they can use it. First is spiritual powerhouse. The perfect human being, they can be spiritual powerhouse. What is that role? You can observe the electricity power station, from where you can get spiritual power, electricity, like that you can get your spiritual power. Whole human being in the earth, not only human being, the animal, plants, etc., their spiritual unfoldment depends upon this spiritual power, who the perfect being who holds that post. Then second thing, helpers of chains and races. There are number of root races which is going on in this earth. We have a 5th root races, 5th sub races, 6th sub races work already started. So those perfected beings, they have chosen that way. So they are doing that. Then devas and angels. We are all aware of there are devas and angels who are guiding the humanity. Then servants of Logos, direct service. Logos are Surya Narayana, Savita Rishi. They are perfect human beings. They became the servants of the Logos. Then last, our masters. The masters' role, they prefer to stay in the earth with the human being, using their human body as a vesture and doing certain work for the development or spiritual upliftment of the humanity. So these are the 7 types of works they will choose. So the last is Nirmanakaya vesture, sub is 5th was the masters. So in another angle we will see there are 7 types of human being in the earth. 7 types of human being according to their temperaments. Number 1 is administrator, rulers, kings. They are the administrator head of a particular organization, particular place, kingdom, whatever name you give, they are belong to the first race. Then second ray, religious teacher, preachers, philosophers, they belong to the second ray. Third ray, service. They have the temperament with a service, they rendered service, very tactful, they will handle everything in their life. Mostly they are preferring service type of work. Mother Teresa, you will find many people in Gujarat, in other places of India. We have our Gopamundas Das, Utkalamani Gopamundas Das. He left his family, wife, children to render service to flood affected people. When he returned back, he saw his son was no more. So those are very tactfully, they handle their service. Then fourth type is artist, musician, singers. They are the fourth type of people you will find everywhere. Then fifth is scientist, man of reason. Even if I am an art student, I can be very reasonable person. With reasons I will prefer to go. So these are fifth type of temperament, and they are known as scientist, logic type of persons. Then sixth is devotional. They are very devoted. You will find everywhere that such type of devotion. Chaitanya Mahadev, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Mirabai. There are many devotional, and each are have the line to proceed in their own way to reach the perfection. Then seventh is ceremonial. Ceremonial. They will mostly doing their ceremonial type of work. So ceremony of the highest order. And kindly remember, the seven type of temperament is otherwise known as seven rays, headed by seven Mahatmas, seven masters. So they are of the higher pedestal of our hierarchy, occult hierarchy. They are first ray is headed by one of our masters, second ray is headed by another master, like that, seven rays headed by seven masters. And these seven type of interesting thing is, these seven type of persons you will find in Theosophical Society. Kindly imagine, we will see administrator, you will find preachers, philosophers, they can preach the theosophical text, theosophical philosophy, occult doctrine to others. There are also persons who are rendering service, TOS work, you can, and there are also others who are helping their human being with their sending good thoughts, etc. Then there are scientists, there are musicians, you will find such type of beings in a Theosophical Society. In Adair Convention, Radhaji always encouraged the persons to sing, dance, all these things. That is not a way of entertainment, that is another kind of thing which helping the humanity in their spiritual unfoldment. Then these seven types of beings who are in the Theosophical Society not only but throughout the world. Throughout the world they are. And each being not only with the one race, they have seven rays, seven temperaments combined together. So now, I as a person, I have only not to preach. I can do administration, I can do some kind of work, service, ceremony. Seven temperaments are combined together within us. So there is no question that he is doing service, so I cannot do service. There is no question of doing that work because that belong to that race. But in this life, one ray, one temperament to be progress, to be perfected a little, so that we can move further. But for the Mahatmas, they don't have any difference. Whole humanity is one before them. Whole humanity is one before them. Oneness of life, they have their one law for them is oneness of life, unity of life, or one life. So before them there is no caste, creed, color, sex. Before them there is no question of any human being having Indian, Chinese, or Russian or Englishman. Before them all are one. There is no difference in religion, Buddhist, Christians, all these things are there. They are the perfect human being. And one example I am giving. Before one of our masters, those two are inner founders. In one side, Blavatsky was sitting. She is a Buddhist, and other side is Swami Subbarao is sitting. He was a Vedantist. So, for us in the mundane world, there are many kinds of difference. For them, there was no difference. So, Mahatmas not only ready to help the human being, always ever ready to members of Theosophical Society. Whether we are ready or not, that is to be pondered over, that is to be discussed, that is to be analyzed, whether we are ready or not. So In between, I am taking you to present some kind of slides from the Mahatma letters, which will be helpful to you. Yes, this is the letter number 37, Mahatma letter number 37. L means this chronological edition recently published by brother Vic from Philippines. Mahatma letter 37 is a old letter, Babarka publication, which was earlier published from 1923. Here Mahatma mentioned telling us, you have proved your affection and sincerity by your zeal. The impulse you have personally given to the cause means regeneration of humanity. We love, Mahatma says, we love, will not be checked. Therefore, the fruits of it, the word reward is avoided being used for the goody purpose, will not withheld when your balance of cause and effect, your karma is adjusted. You see the wordings Mahatma given here. आप काम कर रहे and you are helping the cause which Mahatma love, and it will not be checked. Therefore, the fruits of your work, your whatever you are doing, will not be withheld when your balance of cause and effect, your karma is adjusted. So, suppose we are doing a lot of work for the humanity in the name of Theosophical Society, in the name of the great teachers, then our karma will be adjusted, and it cannot be checked by anyone. It is from the next slide. In unselfishly and at personal risk, laboring your neighbor. Mahatma always given a stress on to help the neighbor. And brother and laborer, neighbor means not only your family, which may be your wife, children in the family, outside the family, society, near and dear friends, all are coming under the word of neighbor. So unselfishly, niswartha par bhav mein, at a personal risk means everybody will criticize you, everybody will jeopardize your work. At personal risk, laboring for your neighbor, and you have most effectually worked for yourself. So if we go on doing that work unselfishly at a personal risk, and he says most effectually worked for yourself, you would do that, and naturally it will benefit you. No need of watching the result, कुछ देखना का जरूरत नहीं, ये आपको जरूर मिलेगा. Then Mahatma next said, 1 year has wrought a great change in your heart. The man of 1880 would scarcely recognize the man of 1881 where they confronted. Compare them, then good friend and brother, that you may fully realize what time has done, or rather what you have done with time. How beautiful sentence Mahatma using for us. Even today, of a man of 221, if we do unselfishly at personal risk, we will work for the Theosophical Society, means work for the humanity, then in 2022 we will be changed person. Our consciousness will be unfolded. What we are not able to understand now, we can understand in next year. That is the change we can have. So these are the wordings of the masters, Mahatmas, in Mahatma letters. Then letter number 34, Mahatma letter number 39. Mahatma object is twofold. It is relating to some work to publish article. In Odisha we have a Vishwadhara. In Gujarat there may be some magazine. So Mahatma always given stress to do some kind of literary work. What is that will benefit us? To the Mahatma opinion is to develop your metaphysical intuitions and help the journal by infusing into it a few drops of real literary good blood. Your three articles are certainly praiseworthy. The points well taken, and as far as I can judge, calculate to arrest the attention of every scholar and metaphysician, especially the first. Later on, you will learn more on creation. A beautiful sentence. In these sentences, Mahatma mentioned that if we do our literary work, whether in Gujarat or whether in Banaras Indian section, Indian Theosophist or the Theosophist in Adair, then there will be development of twofold. One is our metaphysical intuition, means our buddhi will be naturally developed because of our writing, because of our thinking, deep thinking, then flow from the intuition will come to us. So we will create some new kind of literary work, and that will create, that will help the or other is arrest the attention of every scholar and metaphysicians, especially the first, means scholars. So at that time Senate wrote two articles, three articles, and it was judged by Mahatma. So there is no doubt of it that Mahatma also judging us if we do some literary work and which will be helpful to the scholars or to the metaphysician, and they can see that there is a Theosophical Society, there is a magazine in which some interesting article is coming up. So that is the wordings of the Mahatmas. Then to your first, there is little to answer. It is relating to the why Theosophical Society is not protected by Mahatmas. Here the question was, to your first, there is little to answer, Mahatma said. Can you do anything to help on the society? Question asked to the Mahatma, can you do anything to help on the society? If you attended Kesavji always there. If anybody from participant attended the Radhaji, when Radhaji was there, in question answer session, very interesting question answer session on the last day. Last but one day. In that day, every time there will be a question. Why not Mahatma is helping the Theosophical Society? Here the answer is given in this letter. Mahatma said, want me to speak frankly? Well, I say no. You see, it is the wordings of the Mahatma M. He is heading the first ray, very straight, very sharp. Well, I say no. Neither yourself means Senate, nor the Lord Sangyas. Sangyas means it is the Tibetan name of Lord Buddha. Theosophy members, those who have read Master in the Path, they know that who is or what position Lord Buddha is holding now. So neither you means Senate, AP Senate, nor Sangyas, Lord Buddha himself, as long as the equivocal position of the founders is not perfectly and undeniably proved due to fiendish malice and systematic intrigue, could help it on. Mahatma says, neither you आप help कर सकेंगे nor Lord Buddha. In between there are innumerable disciples, Mahatma, first initiation, second initiations, Mahatmas, masters, Mahachans, they are there. Mahatma says, nobody can help the Theosophical Society because they are very in a higher pedestal, higher stages, higher of the hierarchy. Next sentence, see the attack of the missionaries who are in the mundane world doing lot of things against the founders. It was then position. Now the brother in the same position. There we will find many types of people in our society, outside the society, in a different angles. They are damaging the society, because it is we people, we the members, whole one, with one unity, we having maintaining harmony, we will help the society. We cannot seek the outsider to help, whether it is Lord Buddha or to anyone else to help the society. It is the members of the Theosophical Society. They will, with a harmonious attitude, they will help the society to grow. So that is the wordings of the Mahatma on how to help the society. Next slide. Here relating to English people, they are all critical of Blavatsky and Alcott. They are very high opinion. So Mahatma given very beautiful example. Clean hand, omitted, clean kerchief in your pocket and throw the soiled one into the crowd. Who will pick up? How beautiful simile is. Suppose there is a good person in our Theosophical Society. We are not watching his spiritual part or goodness. We are watching his minus points. So that is soil one. So Sinnett and Hume, when they asked the question why Blavatsky Alcott was given charge so and so, so Mahatma given you are keeping clean kerchief in your pocket. You are the HPV and Alcott. They have lot of goodness in their activities. They can doing lot of work. You are keeping silent. But what is their wrong side? You are putting to the crowd. So who will pick up? Who will help the Theosophical Society? So same thing also we are doing now. We are critical of our office bearer, we are critical of others. So that is the reason Theosophical Society is not progressing. Somebody somewhere you will find that others are working, flowering, why society is not doing. It is we are throwing soiled kerchief, clean kerchief, putting our in pockets, throwing soiled one. So who will pick up? Who will help the Theosophical Society? Next, here relating to different members, different organization, relating to that, Mahatma here giving a very interesting sentences for our meditation, for our thinking, relating to they are idolaters. Idols mean those who worship idol. जो मूर्ति पूजा, statue, god, goddesses are worshipping. My friends, they are idolaters. Their gurus are no initiated. You will find there are many gurus. J. Krishnamurti said, put them in the cupboard. There are gurus, they are worshipping different type of idols. And Mahatma, their guru was no initiate, only a man of extraordinary purity of life and powers of endurance. He had never consented to give up his notions of personal God, and even gods, though offered more than once. He was born an Orthodox Hindu, died a self-reformed Hindu, something like Keshav Chandra Sen, but higher, purer, with no ambition to taint this brightness. So Mahatma here, this idol worship, this suppose we are diverting our attention, going to other organization, and where the spiritual head is not an initiate, will not at all helpful to the Theosophical Society member. It is giving clear warning to the members of Theosophical Society to pursue your spiritual unfoldment by remaining in Theosophical Society and proceed in your spiritual journey. In Mahatma letter number 41, which is letter number 35, don't be feel despondent. Don't be harassed. Despondent means harasya nahi hona chahiye. Courage, my good friend, and remember you are working off by helping your own law of retribution. For more than one cruel fling she received is due to Mahatma K's friendship for you and for using her as the means of communication. But courage. Here, two things Mahatma given more importance is, one is don't feel despondent, discouraged, don't feel like that, and you should have always courage, because in Theosophical Society, by remaining here, you should develop your power of intuition, you will proceed your unfoldment you can have. Then how will benefit? You perceived hitherto but the light of a new day. You may, by reading Theosophical Society, you can receive a light, just like at dawn in the morning you will see the sun rays coming up. If you try, see with Master K's help the sun of full noonday when it reaches its meridian. Means with the help of Mahatma K's, we can reach the stage of unfoldment, which is like a full noonday when it reached at the top. But we confine ourselves to the early morning dawn light. But if we try help and with the help of masters, then we can reach the level of full noonday, of a stage of full noon. But you have to work for it. Kindly see the wordings of the Mahatma. You have to work for it. Mahatma KH will help you. Only if you not help, then how can he help you? You have to work for it. Work for shedding the light upon others through years, other minds through years. This is very important sentence. You have to work for it to reach the perfection, to reach the full moon day when reaches its meridian. How will you reach that level? Work for the shedding of light upon others' mind through years. That is important. How will help others? How will reach that level? By shedding light upon other minds through you. Then how will you say? Question will you AP Senate and Hume will probably they will ask the question. How will you say? Mahatma, again very beautifully Mahatma, ki beautiful sentence, what a beautiful, hitherto of you two, Mr. Hume was positively antagonistic to our advice. And you passively, Mahatma aim is very straight, razor sharp straight. Hume was openly told to Senate that Hume was positively antagonistic to our advice, and you passively resisting at times, often yielding against what you have conceived your better judgment. Such is my answer. Brethren, you see this Mr. Hume and AP Senate, of course they are the two individuals, they are very highly spiritual level of when in the early 1880s. But they are not only available at that time. There are many Humes and Senates are available now. We are resisting, antagonistic to teachings of the Mahatma, which is given to us in the form of At the Feet of Master, Voice of Silence, Light on the Path, Mahatma letters. We are antagonistic those letters. We are passively resisting at times. So these principles are equally applicable now to each individual being. So we will go to the next. The pathway through earth life, this is our earth life, mundane life, leads through many conflicts and trials. But he who does not to conquer them can expect no triumph. So our pathway, spiritual path in our daily life, whether we are in college as a principal or a professor in a medical college or a lawyer, or a housewife, whatever doing, we are always, if we are in the spiritual path, we will face conflict, trials. But he who does not conquer them, if you are depressed or in a problem, then we don't expect anything. Not let them anticipation of fuller introduction to our mysteries under more congenial circumstances, the creation which depends entirely upon yourself. Inspire you with a patience to wait for. That is another interesting sentence from Mahatma letters by the Mahatma. Mahatma says, inspire you with a patience to wait for, perseverance to press on, full preparation to receive the blissful consummation of your desire. So these are the wordings. So with yes, now these are the slides. Now so those who have set against themselves the Chauhan, there we will see the Mahatmas. Not only we will find outside but also inside. Suppose there is a search to find Mahatma outside. Those who set against those, Master is, we will be aware that Master is not only outside but within also. They are within our heart. There are three places in the world. One is Tibet, Lhasa, then Shambhala in central of Asia, Gobi Desert. The third one is some place in South America. We cannot reach their place. That is sure, dead sure. We cannot reach to their place. So why? What is the position? Here in the letter number 56, Mahatma letter number 100, Mahatma described, because Hume tried unsuccessful to reach their place. Mahatma says, madman is that man who imagines that even the British government, because Hume is a senior ICS officer, so British government is strong and rich enough and powerful enough to help Hume in carrying out his insane plan. Insane. Suppose among us who are thinking of that to reach near Mahatma, to go to Lhasa, Tibet, see the Mahatma. So Mahatma says it is a insane, pagalami, madman. Those whom we desire to know, Mahatma, if they desire to know us, will find us at a very frontiers. Suppose we desire to know Mahatma, and Mahatma also equally by our purification they are ready to come to our vision. They can see, you can see at a very frontiers. Those who have set against themselves the Chauhans, as Hume was, would not find us where they go to Lhasa with an army. British army, you know, at that time most powerful army in the world. With British army, Hume cannot find us. His carrying out the plan will be the signal for absolute separation between your world and ours. Suppose if we have any plan among us to go to Tibet by flight, reach there and to go to Lhasa, Mahatma says it is end of your world and our, no question of anything in this life. He will encounter dangers at every step and will not even hear the remotest tidings about ourselves. Any news you will find about existence of the Mahatma, etc., etc., as our whereabouts. So outside we will not find. So inside we can search. If we inside we will get Mahatma. If we want to find him, then we can go inside to find. Inside within our heart, Mahatma is always there. They are always at the Tapaloka. Bhuva Soha Maha Jana Tapa. In Bharat Samaj Puja, we are going to always Tapaloka every day, those who are doing this ceremony. So Tapaloka, Mahatma are there. Intuitive plane, they are there, intuitive body. So to know them and their work, we have to go their world, that is Tapaloka, which is within our heart. So what is the main obstruction? Why we cannot go within? Why TS members are not searching within their heart? One is belief. We are not believing Mahatma. We are not as the Blavatsky believed, as Alcott believed. Alcott left his legal profession, left his family, etc., Leadbeater, everything there, because full belief on the masters, but we are not believing them. We have doubt on masters and their work. So what hidden help they will give to us? We, by our disbelief, we shut our mind by a barricade. By our disbelief, by our having no faith on them, we stop by way of a barricade, boundary. We have created a boundary between them. So Mahatma, they are not wasting their energy to dismantle the boundary. It is we who have to dismantle it. We have to remove that boundary by our own effort. If not in this life, next life. So they don't waste their energy, because we are not ready. So how can they help us? Great ones are far advanced spiritually. We have no idea about them except some notes available in Mahatma letters, secret doctrine and old diary leaves. Except that, we have nothing to know. Like a dog, a animal being, he is very devoted to his masters, but he has no idea whether his master is a lawyer, philosopher or anybody else. He has a very strong instinct. You can use a dog for collect the stolen articles, but he has no idea. Like that, we have absolutely no iota of idea what the masters are, who are they, what was their consciousness, except some few lines available here and there. They are perfect in love, wisdom, compassion and harmony. 4 things we can collect. They are the highest at the spiritual level. Can we do, question ourselves, if we are together moving, can we do our work in a daily life, whether in any profession, housewife, office, lawyer, can we do these 4 things, love, compassion, harmony, wisdom, etc., in our little way in daily life? So, if we do in a small manner, they will certainly come to us, guide us. So, principle is like to like. वो जैसा है हम वैसा बनना चाहिए. Then we will move a step further. If we move a step, they will run towards us. Their presence is at everywhere, at every moment. Don't search after them. Don't search our spiritual teacher. They are ever ready, everywhere. They are ready to help us in their own ways, but not our ways, in our mind, in the mundane world. What we thinking of them, in that way they will not help us. They will help us in their own way. With these words, namaste.
थैंक यू. बहुत ही अच्छा आपने इस विषय पर प्रकाश डाला. उपस्थित से किसी को रिलेटेड कोई क्वेश्चंस तो प्लीज यू कैन आस्क.
सर.
Yes.
प्रदीप सर.
Yes. बोलिए.
आपने शुरू में ये को बताई बात इसमें और इन दोनों के बारे में थोड़ा और बताइए।
भाई साहब आपका सर्विस ब्रेक हो रहे, थोड़ा दोबारा बताया ना।
निर्माण काया के बारे में शुरू में आपने बताया ना।
हाँ हाँ
निर्माण काया, दूसरा बताया आपने
हाँ।
सर्वेंट ऑफ लोगस। इन दोनों को थोड़ा ढंग से बताइए।
सुनो, निर्माण काया इज डिवाइडेड। निर्माण काया 5 तरफ होता है। हाँ, निर्माण का 5 तरफ होता है। 5 टाइप्स आर पर्सन्स आर इन चार्ज ऑफ निर्माण का। जैसा है कि जैसा हमारा मास्टर्स है, वो निर्माण का में आता है, जो दोज आर क्रिएटिंग समथिंग। देन आता है स्पिरिचुअल पावर्स, ये भी निर्माण का में। देन देवस एंड एंजल्स, दे आर ऑल्सो डूइंग सम वर्क। देन थर्ड में, फोर्थ में आता है हमारा जो चेन्स एंड रूट रेसेस, इनका चार्ज में रहता है। देन आप जो पूछ रहे, जो क्या है, सर्वेंट ऑफ लोगोस। सुनिए, दो सर्वेंट द लोगोस, सूर्य नारायण का इतना वास्ट एम्पायर सोलर सिस्टम में, इतना काम है। कोई कोई जो है प्लैनेट अभी स्टार्ट हुआ, और जो प्लैनेट का जो है, कुछ प्लैनेट है ऐसा अभी उनका इंट्यूटिव शरीर स्टार्ट हुआ। ऐसा कुछ शरीर है, उनको भी काम करने के लिए थ्रू आउट सोलर सिस्टम दे रिक्वायर helpers, they required servants, though they can help the solar logos in his work. So that is the reason it is mentioned, इसलिए बताया गया they are the they became the servants of the logos। सूर्य नारायण का सर्वेंट्स बन गए, और कुछ नहीं। ये चारों, ये पांचों आदमी की देखेंगे, 5 टाइप ऑफ आदमी, दे आर डूइंग सम काइंड ऑफ creative work for the humanity. Not only humanity in this earth, humanity in other globes, other chains where there will be human being will come up. Not only human being, even other entities. So they are doing that. Suppose elemental 1, how it will become elemental 2. So there are some angels, they will do their work. So all they are very mystical divine plan. We are discussing in the mundane world in our mind, so it is difficult. Anyway, you can just think of it. So those are the 5 nirman kayas. Yes.
Okay sir, thank you.
Okay.
Any other question, please? सर, मेरा ही एक क्वेश्चन है।
जी।
हेलो।
हाँ, यस।
हाँ सर, ऐसा बताया जाता है कि वैसे तो मास्टर्स का अपना एक बॉडी है, इनका अपना कॉन्शियसनेस है, पर फिर भी ज्यादातर ये हमें क्यों बताया जाता है कि भाई मास्टर्स को अपने हार्ट सेंटर में, अपने हृदय में ढूंढो, ऐसा क्यों कहा जाता है बार बार?
सुनिए, each Mahatmas have their own separate body, even if they are all in one. तो वन है होने के बाद उनका शरीर जो है, उनका डेवलपमेंट है, उनका थोड़ा सेपरेटली डेवलपमेंट हुआ। जैसा सी अबाउट महात्मा, फॉर लास्ट 48 लाइव्स, 52 something mentioned somewhere. Nobody knows what is the reason. Radhaji also said she has no knowledge why he hold the male body for last so many births. So उनका डेवलपमेंट एक तरफ हो गया, whereas मास्टर केस उनका डेवलपमेंट एक तरफ हो गया। लेकिन इंट्यूटिव प्लेन में उनका जो शरीर एक होने के बाद भी दे मेंटेन देयर इंडिविजुअल कॉन्शियसनेस, अलग अलग कॉन्शियसनेस, बट दे आर ऑल वन। That is one part. So each Mahatmas, those who are keeping their bodies, have their, because of this अर्थ का जो लिमिटेशन है, इसलिए उनका शरीर फिजिकल बॉडी होगा तो लिमिटेशन में आएगा। जैसा मास्टर एम एक दिन अमृतसर आया था, उसका कुछ बॉडी का फिजिकल बॉडी का कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ गया तो वो एंटीबायोटिक इंजेक्शन लेना पड़ा। ऐसा उनका शरीर भी अस्टल में आएगा। सो दे हैव देयर लिमिटेशन। लाइक दैट if Lord Buddha having the Sambhava body on that plane, that is also some kind of limitation. Even at the highest level they have limitation. That is one part. Second part is in the heart center of every human being. It is a point in which all the Mahatmas is there, because if you, whether it is Lord Krishna, other Buddha or Nanak, all are in the Tapaloka, in a intuitive plane. They are doing their work because that is their place. So if we confine our meditation in heart center, it is their place. If we put their not a physical body, if there are any thought in your heart center, because it belongs to their place, whether your figure is Lord Buddha, Krishna, Nanak or Mahatma or any higher divine forces. Somewhere it is mentioned rising sun, setting sun, any figure you can take, or no figure, love, compassion or any theosophical sentence you can take, put it in your heart center. But a heart center is the center of love, compassion and intuitive center. So then your progress will be faster. That is probably your question. I try to give answer. I don't know how far I कैसा आपको समझ में आया.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, why anybody should concentrate on getting contact with Master? You try to be good, you try to be faithful to your heart and the other thing, and let the Master decide whether to meet us or not. Why we should go on concentrating on that, where he will be, where he can meet.
Okay, so I am giving another real example, real story, which everybody like Keshav Ben and Harshavardhan ji, Barsa ji, they must have read it. Once Leadbeater asked the Mahatmas, how can you judge not only Theosophical Society member, even others outside the Theosophical, how you are judging and selecting that person to become your close to the Mahatmas or becoming nearer to you? How you are doing that? So what happened? Mahatma taken the consciousness of Leadbeater Sahib to higher pedestal, to the top of the mountain, and Mahatma told Leadbeater to watch the whole humanity. And Leadbeater at that time he was a very higher level of discipleship. He watched that whole humanity is in dark. Out of that darkness there are somewhere some jewels type of light is coming out. Mahatma told Leadbeater, that light we are observing. That light does not belong to Theosophical Society or who are here and there. That light is pure heart, who are eager intellect and who are doing more work, more service to the neighbor. So we are not bothered about their other kinds of work. What many people are doing, we are not bothered. We are selecting those light whom we are observing in our level. So whatever you ask question, don't bother about the Mahatma or Master searching you or knowing you, or do your duty, serve the humanity at your own level, and they are there to observe you, they will there to select you. And in a Lighten the Path there is a story in which a household person, done all kind of work, homely duty, completed his family responsibility, even profession he completed. Then in a dead of night, Mahatma arrived in his house, but he has full belief that there are great sources, great spiritual persons are still there. So Mahatma arrived, knocked his door, opened, and he महात्मा उनको बोला आ गया, आपका काम खत्म हो गया मंडन वर्ल्ड, आप आओ हमारे लिए काम करो. ऐसा भी हो सकता है. So don't search them, they are searching us. So whatever your observation is right, you are right.
Yeah, right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome.
Being unselfish.
Yes.
Being unselfish is perhaps the key. The more they watch you, you don't have even iota of selfishness, that person shines. So selfishness means darkness. There is no selfishness, there is light. Perhaps that is how one has to learn to be unselfish to the core. Then perhaps you have a chance.
Yes, sir. Krishna sir, nice to you. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir and Pradeep sir, I request you now.
I should yes, the voice disturbance is there. Yes, I think now you are able to listen to me. Very fruitful lecture, a kind of special survey, and whatever you have told, Pradeep ji, it is really the matter of great study. To conclude this particular program is not the particular outcome of the lecture. It is our observation that we should go deeper into the study of literature of the Theosophical Society, especially Mahatma letters, and also we have to look into the very insight, that is the knowledge which is called occult science. But if you stop up to occult science, there will be no esoteric value of occult science. So, reading Mahatma letters, reading about Mahatmas, and not following them, and not doing anything, that means we are not serving Theosophical Society. But if we serve the Theosophical Society, it is of less importance that we should only follow the Mahatmas, but it is our duty to follow whatever Mahatmas have told so far. You mentioned 3 things in your lecture that creates a kind of proper understanding. These 3 things are there as a human being we should follow. That means first we must have zeal. Second, that is courage. And third is perseverance. These are the 3 words, not only the words, but the real attributes in life, and we have to follow, or we have to put into practice these 3 attributes as they are the real perception in life. If you want to meet Mahatmas, we can meet them in our heart. That is the first thing. Second thing is that if we go on studying, if we go on reading more and more, we will have our insight and we will have our intuitive knowledge. One example of our leader or the person who has worked very well, that is the president, that is N.C. Ram, the 5th president. What N.C. Ram has told about Mahatma is really apt to all the Theosophical Society members. He said that whatever we do, that is according to the advice of the Great One. But what we believe, that is not according to the Great One. So our belief and our behavior, they may differ. So believing in only Mahatmas is not enough. So let us again understand them and let us do the work that is our responsibility. If we have full trust in Mahatmas, if we have full trust in ourselves, then it is okay. I'll give one example of Radha Barnierji when she visited Ahmedabad, and there was the discussion, a kind of special type of discussion was going on. That was the kind of thing, esoteric value, and the practice of Masonic rituals also. So at that time it was a particular camp, and during that camp I asked abruptly one question. It is about Mahatma. I asked directly, Rajaji, are there Mahatmas still working? Why not? Of course they are working. This was her answer. She answered with such confidence. So those who were there, they were all surprised. And she gave, then abruptly she delineated, she described so many things about Mahatma within 5 or 6 minutes of time. So how, that means she was having the inspiration, encouragement, everything from the Mahatma that we could feel at that time. So I think, Pradeepji, when I was listening to you, really it was a matter that we should feel from inside, and we should understand the value of the Mahatmas, those who are there behind the fulfillment of all the knowledge and wisdom that is imparted by the Theosophical Society. So with this word, again I thank you on behalf of Rohit Lord, on behalf of Gujarat Theosophical Federation, and on behalf of all these 24 members throughout our country from different sections and federations. So here I conclude my thanks. Thank you.